welcome back. It's Shrikant here. In this video, we are going to be discussing about how a first year student or a student that just got into engineering should start preparing to get a good job by the end of their engineering. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through what a first year engineering student should do, then what should they do in the second year, what should they do in the third year and fourth year, and so on. And having said this, if people are watching who are actually in the second year already or third year already, you should probably also follow this and try to make up for the thing that you have lost. It's not, the steps almost remain the same. It's just that you probably have lesser time to get there, so you probably will have to put more effort. Okay, so let's start. So what should a first year student do? So if you're getting into CS or IS background, so you're actually in a good place, because most of the computer science fundamentals and other subjects like that will be taught to you in your engineering curriculum itself. If you are in another branch, then it might be more of a churn for you. So you will probably have to actually put more effort into coding if you are an aspiring CS or a computer science engineer. First of all, I would just try to take a quick diversion to help you understand why computer science might be a good option, because there are a lot of jobs in the market. I know with the AI coming in, you might argue, or one can argue, that hey, the number of jobs are actually going down, and they probably will in the long term. I don't think the jobs will go down. I feel the type of job or the role would probably evolve into something that also works with AI. That does not mean just Gen AI. It means that the existing roles will be more powerful. It's like a nitrous booster if you're a gamer, right? So along with your existing role. So having said that, let's start and understand what a first year engineering student should do. First thing is, you are still getting adjusted to your environment. You are still getting adjusted to the new workplace or the new college, new people around you. So I would like to tell you that in the first semester or in the first couple of months, do try to get adjusted. Don't directly just jump into the curriculum, or jump into the extra curriculum, like if you have to code or if you have to do something, then just don't directly jump into it. Probably try to take some time to actually get used to your work environment, because it is very important to be in a comfortable space when you have to learn and evolve. So I would like to tell you that try to get a good place, a silent place. Try to create a good community with people. Good friends are always very important, guys. So I would like to tell that if you get into the wrong friend group, you'll probably end up in the wrong place and not where you want to end up. I always try to get to make friends with hardworking folks. I'm a strong believer of hard work, and I think hard work can do a lot of magic that otherwise cannot be done. So I would strongly suggest you to find people who work hard, who are ambitious, who are entrepreneurial, who are probably even just focused on getting to the right goal. So I think it might be a boring set of people over there, but those are the people who really do big in life. Okay. Should you not have fun then? You definitely should have fun. There should be a mix of fun versus what you need to do. So different people might come from different backgrounds. You might people who are already well settled in their family, whose parents or whose family is already well settled financially. But where I come from, for example, for my example, I come from a lower middle class or middle class family. So for me, I had to put the effort to get to where I am. So I think you should also try to think where you are right now and where you want to be. If you're someone like me, then you have to build the foundation for yourself, and that means you have to put in the hard work. Okay, so that's about the first few months of your first year. Moving towards the next few months, I think you should start focusing on the fundamentals. So I would say focus on fundamentals. So what are the fundamentals for coding? So trying to just understanding a programming language, trying to understand how a programming language works. Pick any programming language. It might be anything from C, C++ to Java, Python, JavaScript, anything. I work on JavaScript. Like you might know, I'm a software engineer at Microsoft, and I'm a core front-end developer for the Copilot team. And I would say I am a strong, believer for JavaScript. So I would say try to start with JavaScript, because JavaScript has use cases both in the front end and the back end, because you can learn back end with the Node.js using JavaScript, and web anyways work on JavaScript. So you cannot build the web without JavaScript, whether you go to React.js, Angular, or any other framework. If you're not familiar with these terms, don't worry about it. But if you are already aware, that's great, that's good for you. So I would say start with the fundamentals. That is, like, I have made a video on the full stack developer roadmap, or I will make an even more detailed video for you. How should a complete beginner start with development? So you can watch that video. So essentially you will need to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript to start with. Okay, so in the first year, put the effort, like 1 month, 1.5 months for HTML, 2 months, 2.5 months for CSS, because you might also have your college curriculum along with. We cannot just make the assumption that you have all the 24 hours for you to code. So I would say the first year, the whole of first year, learn the programming languages. So learn Java, learn JavaScript or Python, HTML, CSS, what are the frameworks, how does SQL work, and how databases work. So try to make progress on that front on the first year. So try to create a strong fundamental. Just don't use ChatGPT to do something. I would highly suggest you to try to learn as much as possible. Try to learn as many things as possible in depth using the documentation. I know ChatGPT makes things much easier for you right now, but in the long term, I feel that if you just rely completely on ChatGPT, you cannot actually become a good developer. So to be a good developer, you have to have a strong understanding of the fundamentals. ChatGPT just makes you be more faster, at least for the near term. So that is about the first year. Focus on the fundamentals. Learn things like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, DB. Learn about Java or C# or Python, right? And other things regarding development. So basically the fundamentals is what you need to focus on in the first year. Now moving to a second year student, if you're not strong with the fundamentals, the first thing for you would be to go back and make your fundamentals very strong as soon as possible. You may not have the whole year for you to completely spend on the fundamentals, but if you're actually starting in the beginning of the second year, then quickly spend the first 3-4 months. You'll need to put that amount of extra hard work to get there, but I strongly believe you can do it. So just put in the hard work to get your fundamentals right, and then move towards making projects. So it might be the front-end projects versus back-end projects. So I think you should focus on building projects. So in this year, try building as many projects as possible. There are many videos on what projects can be built. I can even make a quick video on what projects are good for a beginner to start with. So 1 or 2 I'll mention right here. You can start with building clones of apps, but everybody's building clones, so yours should have something different. Try to innovate, try to think what can I do differently. For example, WhatsApp clone, etc. So if you go check out my GitHub, I have made a complete WhatsApp clone, actually working clone with DB, with front and back end, everything. You can send a message in real time, log in with Google, and on the other side the other person will actually receive the message. So you can check out my GitHub. I will link the link to the GitHub in the description below. Let me know if you're interested, comment in the video, so I will be happy to share it with you. That is about building projects. So find other interesting projects to build, and spend this year on becoming an expert in the field that you're getting into. So always remember that you still need good grades. You need to keep good grades, because when the companies come to your college for hiring, you'll need to have a distinction. So do not waste your time, guys. Time is the currency of the world. So try to value your time and try to optimize using that time. This is something in your 18, 19, 20s that you need to actually focus on. So coming to me, maybe in my engineering, I did not do it. I did not have the right mentors for me to tell me to do it. I was doing pretty much here and there, but I don't think I was optimizing my time as much as I wanted to. If I had a chance to go back to my younger self and tell, hey Shrikant, what do you need to do? I would probably tell myself to optimize my time as much as possible. So this is your opportunity to optimize your time and use the second year in building as many projects as possible, and if possible find internships if possible. Okay, in the third year, when you go to third year, again start reading documentation, start solving complex problems. Okay, one thing I left to tell you is in your second year you should also start with doing DSA. So how to do DSA? Go to Striver sheet or Take You Forward sheet as well, or Lead Code 150 sheets, or anything that makes sense to you, where you are comfortable with learning. It might just be lead code problems, and start solving those problems. There are many YouTube tutorials like around Take You Forward has a ton of video tutorials, and there are many other websites as well who have made great YouTube materials where DSA will be taught, where DSA was taught, and I myself will make a DSA tutorial in this channel where I'll be teaching DSA in a language agnostic manner with a focus on JavaScript as well, with some examples in JavaScript as well. So if you're interested for that, so I would request you to hit the subscribe button now and let me know if you're interested in the comments below. So from the second year you should actually start doing DSA, and that is something that you should keep doing. So in the second year, try to spend 50% of your time when you start doing DSA, 50% of your time into DSA and 50% into doing projects. In the third year, as you become more and more of an expert in DSA, reduce the amount of time, but don't stop. So it's like exercise, I would say. So you still need to keep doing it to keep your blade sharp, but you cannot just stop DSA. I am done now. I remember that's not going to happen. So in third year, I would ask you to spend maybe 30% of your time into DSA and 70% of your time into projects and internships. So solve complex problems, do harder projects, and most importantly, guys, do internships. Please do internships. Please bear with my handwriting. Please do your internships in third year. Please apply to internships. So I'm going to make a video on how to apply for internships. I have actually mentioned this in my Telegram channel. You'll find the link to my Telegram channel in my LinkedIn bio. It's also complete frontend @complete frontend on Telegram, so you'll be able to find that. So I would like to tell you to be put your efforts into finding internships. Even if it's an unpaid internship, please go approach the founders, please approach the HRs of startups, or anywhere that you can. Try to apply to as many internships as possible. Make a strong resume. You've already spent your first year and second year building those projects to be able to get those internships now at this point, right? So apply to internships at multiple startups, irrespective of whether the point that is paid or not. That's not the important point right now. Right now you should be focusing on getting an internship, getting the hands-on experience to do in the production level in a company. That is what will get a job. Don't be greedy to get money right now. If you get money, that is awesome, good for you, but you should be focusing on getting the experience at this point. Okay, so that's what I would do in the third year. In the fourth year as well, continue doing internships and then start applying for jobs. So now start applying for paid or unpaid internships, like I said, and start applying for jobs. Okay, so you can also, if you have done good internships in your third year and in the beginning of your fourth year, by the end of fourth year you should be able to convert those internships into jobs. Or if that is not possible, you should be able to easily get interview calls for internships or jobs at other places. So this is something that I would keep doing till the end of my engineering on a full stack developer roadmap. So this is how I would go about approaching the current market situation and to get a job by the end of your engineering. I hope you like this video. For more interesting videos, please like and subscribe the channel, and I will bring you the most valuable content in this channel. Thanks for listening to me at Complete Frontend.